When Meredith forms an alliance with a cute groomsman. 1922. God, we gotta get over something. I bet it's been a long time since then. Passing out, love him. Hey, what's up? I'm Ange. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi again. I am Ange. I love to read and now I make YouTube videos about it. Today, I got my Target bag full of books here because we brought them home for this video. We are going to be talking about 10 books that I think that you should read this summer, or 10 summer read recommendations. So let's pull them all out of my little bag here. Wow, can we just take a minute to look at the tabbing and how it used to be? Because like, I don't even know, did these tabs mean anything? Oh, they do. That's cute. We'll go through that. Okay. So we got them all out of here. I think that everybody has read these books by now, but if you have not, or if you're looking for something to reread like I am, you should read The Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy. That includes The Summer I Turned Pretty, It's Not Summer Without You, and We'll Always Have Summer. Belly has always lived for the summertime because it means all her favorite things: swimming, the beach, and the Fisher boys, Conrad and Jeremiah. She has spent every summer of her life with them at Cousins Beach. All the while, Belly has loved Conrad from afar, until finally one fateful summer it seems like he might feel something for her too. But as it turns out, so does Jeremiah. As the summers go on, Belly must choose between the two brothers and face the inevitable. She will have to break one of their hearts. Obviously, this is a TV show. A lot of people know about this TV show. Obviously, season 2 comes out, I think, the second week in July. My friends and I are very excited for it. I can't wait. I'm Team Conrad. Love Conrad through and through. If you read the books, you know your feelings about it, but I really do like these books. I feel like they're so easy. I really love these books. I think they're obviously amazing summer reads, so I recommend these through and through. Please watch the TV show. It's amazing. Team Conrad. Second off for the summer, I think that you should read Good Girl Complex by Elle Kennedy. Now, this does have a second book. I think it's Bad Girl Reputation, but I feel like this is more summery. I don't know. Mackenzie Cabot is a people pleaser. It's exhausting, really, always following the rules. All she wants to do is focus on growing her internet business, but first she must get a college degree at her parents' insistence. That means moving to a beachside town of Avalon Bay, a community made up of the locals and the wealthy students of Garnet College. 20-year-old Mac has had plenty of practice suppressing her wilder impulses, but when she meets local bad boy Cooper Hartley, passing out, love him, that ability is suddenly tested. Cooper is rough around the edges, raw, candid, a threat to her ordered existence. Their friendship soon becomes the realest thing in her life. Despite his disdain for the trust fund kids he sees coming and going from his town, Cooper soon realizes Mac isn't just another rich clone and falls for her hard. But as Mac finally starts feeling accepted by Cooper and his friends, the secret he's been keeping from her threatens the only place she's ever felt at home. I liked the college town part of this and the like small town, like it gave me Outer Banks vibes a lot. And obviously I'm from like the Jersey Shore where like everybody comes down to vacation, so I get like the up north like rich kids coming to our town and just like acting like they're everything. So I do understand this. I get where Cooper's coming from, but I really did like Mac a lot. I like that she worked hard and worked for what she had, and yeah, she was rich and whatever, but she's also not just that. But again, it did give me Outer Banks vibes. I really like this one. Obviously, another book that you should read is Beach Read by Emily Henry. This one follows Augustus Everett. He's an acclaimed author of literary fiction, and January Andrews writes best-selling romance. When she pens A Happily Ever After, he kills off his entire cast. They're polar opposites. In fact, the only thing they have in common is that for the next 3 months, they're living in a neighboring beach houses, broke and bogged down with writer's block. And one hazy evening, one thing leads to another, and they strike a deal designed to force them out of their creative ruts. Augustus will spend the summer writing something happy, and January will pen the next great American novel. She'll take him on field trips worthy of any rom-com montage, and he'll take her to interview surviving members of the Backwoods Death Cult, obviously. Everyone will finish a book, and no one will fall in love. Really. Emily Henry has other books like this, like obviously Beach Read. It's for the summer. They're neighbors in beach houses, like it's the summertime, like obviously. It is very loud today. Look at the cover, look at, you know, Beach Read. However, they are neighbors in summer houses. It's summertime. Like, this is perfect. She's also the author of Book Lovers, People We Meet on Vacation. People We Meet Vacation is also another good summer read, and Happy Place, which also takes place over the summer, but I haven't read that one yet. Another book that I think you should read this summer is Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. I read this one last year. I loved it. It gave me Love and Other Words vibes, but It's so good. This one is 6 summers to fall in love, 1 moment to fall apart, a weekend to get it right. Say you can never go home again, and for Persephone Fraser, ever since she made the biggest mistake of her life a decade ago, that has felt too true. Instead of spending glittering summers on the lakeshore of her childhood, she stays home in a stylish apartment in the city, keeping everyone a safe distance from her heart, until she receives the call that sends her racing back to Barry's Bay and into the orbit of Sam Florex, the man she never thought she'd have to live without. For 6 summers, through hazy afternoons on the water and warm summer nights working in his family's restaurant, Percy and Sam have been inseparable. Eventually, that friendship turned into something more before it fell apart. When Percy returns to the lake for Sam's mother's funeral, their connection is undeniable as it's always been. But until Percy can confront the decisions she made, she'll never know whether their love is bigger than the biggest mistakes of their past. Told over the course of 6 years and 1 weekend, every summer after is a gorgeously nostalgic look at love and the people and choices that mark us forever. I remember loving this one, and obviously it takes place here at the Bay, Barry's Bay. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory why I'm saying to read these ones for the summer. I mean, like, look at this book and tell me that this is not a summer read. Every summer after, just like beach read, like, come on. So I said that this one is a mix between The Summer I Turned Pretty and Love in Other Words because of the something that you will encounter in this. You will understand why I think it's Summer I Turned Pretty vibes, again with the Love in Other Words. I read it all in one sitting on August 9th of 2022. I wrote this review, but I read it on June 14th. I don't know why I did my review so late, but whatever. I wish I could give it more than 5 stars. It's definitely one of those ones that I could wish that I could read for the first time again. Just like Love in Other Words, again, why I felt like it had those kinds of vibes is it was one of those ones where you read it and you're like, oh my god, I'm never going to be able to read that type of thing in this for the first time again. I'm never going to get that feeling again. But again, I love this one. It was really good. Now we're going to pick up my one with the ugly tabbing because, like, that's when I tried tabbing before it was like, oh, I annotated in here. I wrote in here. Oh my god! I don't remember redoing this. Where was that? The Summer of Broken Rules by K.L. Walther. This one says, it's all fun and games until someone loses their heart. When Meredith Fox lost her sister Claire 18 months ago, she shut everyone out. But this summer, she's determined to join the world again. The annual family vacation to Martha's Vineyard seems like the perfect place to reconnect. Her entire extended family is gathering for a big summer wedding, and although Meredith is dateless after being unexpectedly dumped, she's excited to participate in the traditional Fox family game of Assassin that will take place during the week of wedding festivities. Claire always loved the game, and Meredith is determined to honor her legacy. But when Meredith forms an alliance with a cute groomsman, she finds herself getting distracted. Meredith tries to focus on the game and win it for her sister, but she can't help falling for him. And as the week progresses, she realizes she's not only at risk of losing the game, but also her heart. What do my tabs say? Pink means romance, greenish yellow means miscellaneous, and the orange is things I like a lot. Like, I need to cut these because these are like really bothering me. But I liked this, how they all went there. It was like this family tradition that they do, and this assassin game with water guns. But I like that their family is one, it's big, it's fun, they do all these cool things, and this one was definitely one that you should read, especially I think this one was young adult. I think this is young adult. I liked being able to watch her grow through the story and learn to cope with her sister not being here, and the cute little groomsman does help her with that. See her start to become her again while she's healing and trying to get over her sister's death, and you find something out about the groomsman that, like, you feel like your heart shatters. I remember putting it down and being like, oh my god, my heart hurts. Another book that I think that you should read is Heartbones by Colleen Hoover. Bea comes from a life of poverty and neglect, Samson from a family of wealth. When the two find themselves spending the summer as neighbors, they soon realize money is one of the few things they don't have in common. Their bond is too intense to ignore, but with only the summer separating them from the start of their new lives on opposite ends of the country, Bea and Samson decides to stay in the shallow end of a summer fling. What they don't realize is that a rip current is coming, and it's about to drag both of their hearts out to sea. I felt like this was a very different Colleen Hoover read for me. Like, it didn't feel like any of her other books. This is obviously a good summer read, like the whole beach house, beach fling, summer fling. This one was good. I think I'm gonna reread this one because apparently on Goodreads I rated it 3 stars, but I thought that I liked it more than that. I think it was the characters for me that I wasn't like too fond of. I felt like I couldn't connect to them that much, but I think it's also because I read books so fast that I couldn't like connect to anybody that much. Now I have 2 books that I have not read yet that I am recommending because I'm going to read them, and obviously everybody talks about these books. If you haven't heard about these books, you're insane, because apparently Ellen Hildebrand is the queen of summer romances, like I've said before. I am recommending 28 Summers and Hotel Nantucket. Now starting off with 28 Summers, I will be reading this soon. Again, if you've watched my other videos, I'm going to be reading this all of June with my friends, and then we are going to get together and talk about it, and that'll be posted sometime in July. When Mallory Blessing's son Link receives her deathbed instructions to call a number on a slip of paper in her desk drawer, he certainly does not expect Jake McCloud to answer. It's the late spring of 2020, and Jake's wife, Ursula D. something, is the front runner in the upcoming presidential election. Link is sure there's been a mistake. How do Mallory and Jake know each other? Flashback to the sweet summer of 1993. Mallory has just inherited a beachfront cottage on Nantucket from her aunt, and she agrees to host her brother Cooper's bachelor party. Cooper's college friend Jake McCloud attends, and Jake and Mallory form a bond that will persevere through marriage, children, and Ursula's stratospheric political rise, until Mallory learns that she's dying. Inspired by the classic film Same Time Next Year, which Mallory and Jake would watch every summer, 28 Summers explores the agony and romance of a one-weekend-per-year affair and the dramatic ways this relationship complicates and enriches their lives and the lives of the people they love. Cameron already finished this book, and she said she really, really liked it. We're all taking notes. I know that there are... Oh, wow. Look at that. Those are all her books. The Perfect Couple, Summer of 69, 28 Summers, Golden Girl. The Paradise series is Winters in Paradise, What Happens in Paradise, and Troubles in Paradise. And then there's a Winter Street series. I think there's questions. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there's questions in the back, and they have a playlist. I love playlists. Again, I'm really excited for this one. Can't wait. And finally, Hotel Nantucket, also by Ellen Hildebrand. Fresh off a bad breakup from a longtime boyfriend, Lisbeth Keaton is desperately seeking a second act. When she's named the general manager of the Hotel Nantucket, the Gilded Age gem rescued from neglect, she hopes her local expertise and charismatic staff can win the favor of their new London billionaire owner, as well as that of a wildly popular Instagram tastemaker who can help put them back on the map. And while the renovated Hotel Nantucket appears to be a blissful paradise, complete with a celebrity chef-run restaurant and idealistic wellness center, there's a lot of drama behind closed doors. Staff and guests have complicated pasts, and the hotel can't seem to overcome the bad reputation it earned in 1922. 1922? God, we gotta get over something. I bet it's been a long time since then. When a tragic fire killed 19-year-old chambermaid Grace Hadley, with Grace gleefully haunting the halls. Wait, what? What? Hold on a minute. Please tell me there's not ghosts in here. With Grace gleefully haunting the halls, the staff harboring all kinds of secrets, and Lisbeth's own romantic uncertainty, is the Hotel Nantucket destined for success or doom? Well, if there's a ghost, it's destined for doom. We're just gonna say that. Filled with the emotional depth that characterizes Hildebrand's beloved books, as well as an added dash of roaring 20s history, the Hotel Nantucket is a richly compelling novel that offers something for everyone. Well, clearly, if there's also ghosts in it. Oh, Sarah from Business Insider said that Hotel Nantucket has lots to love. Great food, juicy gossip, secrets, and scandals, and that's special something that Hildebrand delivers in novel after novel. Well, you know, besides the fact that now I think that it's going to be a ghost story, I'm excited for that. Those are 10 books that I think that you should read this summer. I love these books. Obviously, I'm excited to read both of these books. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all next time. Bye!